So now let's proceed with adjectives. When we say adjective, it is a word used to describe or modify a noun or a pronoun. It answers the questions like what kind, how many, how much, and which one. For the question what kind, I have here an example, a bright student. Our adjective here is the word bright that describes the student. How many? Both teachers. How much? Enough time. Which one? Refers baby. An adjective usually comes before the noun. It modifies. It may also come after the noun. Before the noun, I have here an example. The sick child lay in bed. Our adjective here is the word sick that describes the noun child. For after the noun, the child sick with fever lay in bed. Our noun here is a child, and our adjective comes after the noun, which is the word sick. An adjective generally comes after a pronoun. It modifies, usually directly after a linking verb such as is, was, look, or sing. It may also come before the pronoun. Example, after the pronoun, she was sick after a week. Before the pronoun, sick in bed, he was very bored. Now let's move on with adverbs. Adverbs are words that modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. As an example, for verb, he drove slowly. So the verb drove was modified or described as slowly. And for adjective, he drove a very fast car. Our adverb here is the word very. For another adverb, she moved quite slowly down the aisle. Our adverb here is the word quite. For additional notes on adverbs, often tell when, where, why, or under what condition something happens or happened. Adverbs frequently end in ly to an adjective. Example, for adjective, we have the word slow. For adverb, it becomes slowly. Another example, we have for adjective, the word is deep, but it becomes an adverb. With the addition of ly, it becomes deeply. Adverbs, however, it is not guaranteed that all ly ending is an adverb. Take note of that example. The adjective lovely, lonely, motherly, and friendly are all adjectives. For noun is family, homely, rally, and lily are not also an example of adverbs. These are example of a noun. Next, let's proceed with prepositions. So when we say preposition, it links a noun or a pronoun with some other word or expressions in the sentence. Example, the river below the bridge is rising. Our preposition here is the word below. It links the river and the bridge. The object of the preposition the bridge is linked to the noun river through the preposition below. Now, let's discuss the prepositions of time and place. Let's first discuss the prepositions of time. The at, on, and in. We use at to designate a specific time. Example, the train is due at 2 p.m. So we have specific time, 2 p.m. is why we use the preposition at. We use on to designate days and dates. Example, my brother is coming on Monday. We use in for no specific times during a day, a month, a season, or a year. Example, she likes to jog in the morning. We use the preposition in no specific time in the morning. For the preposition of place, we use at for specific addresses. Example, she lives at lot 10, block 22, Heritage Homes, Malolos City. So the complete address is given in this example. So that is why we have to use the preposition at. We use on to designate names of streets and avenues. Example, her house is on Sampaguita Street. Unlike the first one, we use on because street is given in this example. But if you have specific places or address, you need to use the preposition at. Next, we use in for the names of land areas, town, country, states, and continents. Example, she lives in Malolos. but no specific place in Malolos. That is why we use in. As you can see here in this preposition of place, we use at for the very specific address. On is used for a specific address and in for not a specific address. Next, for prepositions of movement, we use to in order to express movement toward a place. Example, they were driving to work together. We use the preposition to. Prepositions of time, for and since. We use for when we measure time, seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, and years. Example, he held his breath for 7 minutes. We use for because we have here the time or the minute, 7 minutes. We use since with specific date or time. She has worked here since 1998. You have a time or date here, 1998. So we use the preposition since. Conjunctions. You say conjunctions is the glue that holds words, phrases, and clauses together. We can extend our lines with simple words like and or but. We have two types of conjunctions. The first one is coordinating conjunction and subordinating conjunction. For coordinating conjunctions, it is the most popular category of conjunctions. Simply put the ideas together. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions with acronym Fun Boys. Means for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Examples of coordinating conjunctions in a sentence. Soccer is entertaining in winter, but it's better in the heat of summer. We use the conjunction but. Another one, the men play on 2 teams, shirts or skins. I always take a book to read, yet. We have the conjunction yet. I never seem to turn single page. I'm dating one of the players, so I watch the soccer game each week. So we have the coordinating conjunction so. Let's proceed with subordinating conjunctions. So when we say subordinating conjunctions, it always introduces a dependent clause, tying it to an independent clause. Unlike coordinating conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions can often come first in a sentence. In English, there are a lot of subordinating conjunctions. Here are the most common examples. Although, as, because, before, how, if, once, since, none, that, though, until, when, where, whenever, whether, while, and why. Some examples of subordinating conjunctions in a sentence. Because of him, I learned how to start my own business. Everything will fall into place if you start at the beginning. Until you try, you'll never know. I add a new entry to my gratitude journal when I wake in the morning. So we use the word when or subordinating conjunction when in this sentence. As I write this letter, I know I must say goodbye. Life's been so happy since I moved to Chile. So we use the subordinating conjunction since. For the last part of speech, we have interjection. So an interjection is a word of exclamation that expresses a strong to the feeling of sudden emotion. Okay, strong interjections are followed by exclamation points. Milder interjections followed by commas. Examples: ouch, you are hurting me. Ouch is a strong interjection, so we use exclamation point in this sentence. Another example of milder interjection, well, I have heard everything now. We use comma for the milder interjection.